There is something terrifying about ignorance, not the kind that comes from lack of education, the kind that comes with confidence, the kind that speaks loudly, judges quickly, and never stops to question itself. Because according to Socrates, humanity's greatest problem was never evil. It was people who believed they already understood the truth. And that idea might explain more about modern society than we want to admit. Think about it. How many arguments destroy families because nobody wants to say, maybe I'm wrong? How many people ruin their lives, not because they lack intelligence, but because they mistake certainty for wisdom? Socrates saw this danger thousands of years ago. Walking through the streets of Athens, he met politicians who believed they were wise, teachers who claimed to know truth, citizens convinced they understood justice, morality, and life itself. But when he asked simple questions, everything started falling apart, not because they were stupid, because they had never questioned themselves. And that disturbed Socrates deeply. He realized something uncomfortable. The most dangerous ignorance is not knowing that you are ignorant. Because once a person believes they already know everything, growth dies, curiosity dies, wisdom dies. And maybe that sounds ancient, until you look around today. Social media rewards confidence, not truth. People argue without listening. Opinions become identities. Everyone speaks, few reflect. And somewhere inside that noise, something quietly disappears. Humility. The one thing Socrates believed was necessary for wisdom. That's why one of his most famous ideas feels almost strange today. I know that I know nothing. At first, it sounds weak, like surrender. But it wasn't weakness. It was intellectual courage. Because admitting uncertainty requires something most people avoid, ego death. It means looking at your beliefs, your politics, your habits, even your identity, and asking, what if I'm wrong? That question scares people, because certainty feels safe. But Socrates believed certainty can become a prison. The moment you stop questioning yourself, you stop growing. And maybe that explains something painful about human behavior. Why smart people make terrible decisions. Why relationships collapse over pride. Why entire societies repeat the same mistakes. Generation after generation. Not because humans lack intelligence, because humans hate uncertainty. We want answers, fast answers, comforting answers, even if they are wrong. But Socrates believed truth works differently. Truth is uncomfortable, slow, sometimes humiliating. Because before wisdom enters, illusion has to leave, and that process hurts. Imagine how different life would feel if instead of defending every opinion, you became curious about it instead of reacting instantly. You paused. Instead of saying, I already know, you asked, what am I missing? That single shift changes everything. Because wisdom does not begin when you gain knowledge. It begins the moment you become honest about what you do not know. And maybe that was Socrates' real warning to humanity. Not that ignorance exists, but that ignorance becomes dangerous when it disguises itself as certainty. So tonight, before you judge someone, before another argument, before another confident opinion, ask yourself one quiet question. Am I seeking truth, or just protecting my ego? Socrates believed that question could change a life, maybe even a civilization. And if these ideas make you see the world a little differently, stay curious. There are still deeper questions waiting for us.